Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 78. We are the Cookery Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And we're not joined again by anyone, but this time I am home. We are in the same house, just recording still on two different screens because we can't figure out how to work technology properly to record in the same room. And we're too lazy.
Well, too lazy.
Yeah, we could figure it out, but we're too lazy.
Why change something that's already takes forever to get started?
Exactly, yeah.
In case the thing that we try new just doesn't work. So you might as well just stick to what you know.
But yeah, so Dave, I'm gonna just get us right into it. So last week,
this might be the quickest episode you've ever seen.
Yeah, it took us an hour to get started here, guys. Before we get started, by the way, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're sitting at 31 subscribers right now. Hasn't changed in like 2 weeks. So click that little red button. It says subscribe.
Yeah.
That's all we ask. And, once we get up to like 50 subs, we're going to do another giveaway of some sort. I know we have not done the shot glass giveaway yet. That's because we're still waiting on an Instagram post from Sarah right now. So we're working on that.
But we got lives, so
Yeah. We got some stuff going on. We do have some stuff in the works right now, though. We got Dave. I sent you that picture of the quote that you said.
Yeah, that was cool.
Our friend Jasmine, who is also on the podcast, has made some nice artwork of some of the things that people have said on the podcast. So who knows? We got some good reviews from the boys. So maybe we'll get some good reviews from other people. I'll post them on Instagram or something. So maybe some Facebook posts, and we'll see what people think. Maybe we get some cool merch, either keychains or I don't know who the fuck uses keychains. I just feel like nobody would wear nobody would wear that on a shirt. I feel like nobody would want that.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
I would wear it.
That's my saying.
Yeah,
that's my saying. Just because they'd be like, what?
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll show the designs later. We're still getting some from her. So, regardless, make sure you subscribe so you're here for all the action. Well, like I said, Dave, I'm going to get right into it. Last week we talked about how we weren't sure what Shan was doing for my birthday. And I was getting a little anxious about it. So turns out she brought me to on my birthday. She took me to Kennedy Space Center, the visitor center part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, and we got to walk around, and look at all the exhibits of like different space shuttles and different rockets, and all the exhibits for the moon landing, and the exhibits for all the other missions that have gone all over the fucking outer space areas. Really cool. I got a really awesome poster or a painting that I was going to show off in today's episode. And then I remembered I was coming home. So now I don't have that. I got a cool hat.
Tune in next week.
Yeah, next week. I got a cool hat that I think I left upstairs. So that doesn't matter. Got a cool shot glass that says NASA on it. That was cool. But yeah, it was like the time of my life because I'm a big space nerd. So I was in heaven there. It was so freaking awesome. If anybody in Florida is considering going to the Kennedy Space Center, spend the money, go. It's a lot of fun. And
so it's like a Smithsonian?
Basically, yeah. So like, do you remember when we went to the Smithsonian like forever ago?
Yeah, when I was like 10.
Yeah, it was like right after they released the movie Night at the Museum 2. So like they had like a big display of like scenes that or like things that they used in the movie.
Yeah.
Regardless, I don't know if you remember, but they have a big space shuttle there, in like the Air and Space Museum at the Smithsonian.
No, I do not.
Okay, well, they have a space shuttle there, and they've got a very similar, basically the exact same space shuttle on display at the Kennedy Space Center. They're just two different shuttles that were designed to look exactly the same. Two different missions.
Oh.
Yeah. So it is two different shuttles. They are real. There's just two different missions, so it's two different rockets.
Gotcha.
Anyways, it was really freaking awesome. I had the time of my life. And then the next day, she surprised me even more with, like, I knew we were going to be going out drinking the next day. So this was Saturday. And I knew that she had been talking to some people because I had said, and she already knew because, she's my girlfriend, that I like spending my birthday with friends. That's just like something I've always done. So that's what I like to do. And so she had texted a bunch of people from work and some people from outside of work as well, and asked if they would all come to this bar. It's a Buffalo bar down in Orlando called, I'll give them the name, Kitty O'Shea's. And so like it's a Buffalo themed bar. It's, they've got like Bills apparel and some Sabres stuff.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, and the best wings in Florida are there. They taste just like wings from home.
As they should.
Yeah, and so they're amazing. They got a beef on weck there. It's phenomenal. Regardless, we went there, and everyone had beaten us there, and they were all they got a table in the back outside, and they surprised me when I walked out. They gave me a golden sparkled hat, and they told me that night that they were all going to buy shots for me. Now there was like 15 people there, and they were all going to buy shots for me, is what they said. So I go, okay, that's fine. Keep in mind, 1, I'm 145 pounds. 2, I work at 6:45 in the morning on Sunday. So I can't get that fucked up. And when I told them I work at 6:45, they go, oh, we know. We don't care. And I was like, okay.
Oh, we know. Well, Joe, your audio's off, by the way.
Oh,
I don't know if you could see it on your screen.
No, I couldn't tell.
You're the one recording, but
is it bad?
Well, then that's good. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
But if on your screen, if you're the one recording it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, it's a good point. I'm sure it'll get fucked up either way.
So 15 shots.
At least. Let's put it this way. I'll do the short story and then I'll go to the long story. I don't remember how much I had to drink that night. I may never remember, and nobody ever will, because everybody was drinking. So like they weren't just buying me shots. Every time somebody bought a shot for me, they also bought a shot for themselves. Now, granted, that's 15 shots spread amongst 15 people, so that's one shot each. But like
a lot of money.
Oh, people were dropping like so much money all night long.
Fuck that.
It's insane. And but like everyone, it wasn't just like one shot that they had with me and then they were done. It's like they were also drinking consistently throughout the night. So everyone was drunk that I could remember. Granted, I was just drunk, so I probably just thought everyone was drunk. But regardless, I asked people the next day or the couple days after, and nobody really knows the total number of drinks that I had. My one friend, Georgia, she goes, well, I bought you 3. And that's all I remember. And I was like, okay.
You got to go to the bar and be like, yo, can we get you security tapes from that?
Yeah. Honestly though.
How many times did my friends go up to the bar?
So, but it was like, it went from a great night to a really bad night really fast.
How could it be bad?
So I got there. I was surprised by everybody. It was awesome. I got the hat. We were having fun. We were playing cornhole. It was karaoke night, so everyone started singing. We were all dancing, having a good time. We had glow sticks. Awesome shit. And then I don't exactly remember. I don't exactly remember what happened because I definitely blacked out after playing with a little disco ball that somebody brought. It was like a tiny little thing on a stand that I was playing with. After that, and Shannon took a video. I don't really remember what happened. Shannon tells the story as we left. I had said, I don't want to leave. We can stay longer. It's not that late, even though it was that late and I work at 6:45 in the morning. She goes, no, we're leaving. So she drove home. I'm 99% positive that the second I got in the car, my insides turned to slime. Oh. And I was like, I'm going to throw up. And it's going to be bad.
That's because it just stops. The partying stops, and then it hits you.
Exactly. And it's because I sat down, and I probably closed my eyes, which you're not supposed to do.
Yes.
And I sat down, and she starts driving. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I start getting angry. Because, like, when I'm about to throw up, I get angry. And so nothing Shannon could say or do was making me feel any better. She opened up the windows. She was like, stick your head out the window. I go, I'm not throwing up out the window while you're driving. That's disgusting. I go, I'm not going to throw up. Just stop fucking talking about it. Because like anytime somebody talks about throwing up, makes me want to throw up even more when I already feel like that. Yeah. So I'm like, for the love of God, shut the fuck up. And she was driving the speed limit, so she says. I think she was driving 90 miles an hour. So like it just felt worse and it was probably because like the world, was fucking all sorts of fucked. So she is, driving, and I'm like, Shannon, you got to slow down. You got to slow down. You got to slow down. You got to drive carefully. And she goes, Joe, I'm driving 5 miles under the speed limit right now. I'm going as carefully as possible. I am staying in the lane. I'm driving very carefully. I go, I understand that, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I am not going to throw up in your car. So you need to get me home as fast as possible, but also drive as carefully and as slow as possible.
Exactly.
So she was pissed. So we got back to her house eventually. I don't remember the entirety of the drive, but it felt like it took 10 years.
Right, yes,
We get back, hadn't thrown up. I go, boom. I knew I was still going to throw up, but I was proud of myself for not throwing up in the car. I opened the door. The second I opened that door on her Jeep, bleh, right on her driveway. Now, the only thing I had to eat that day was, nope, I didn't eat any breakfast that day. I didn't have anything. I had chicken wings from the bar. And I made the mistake of getting hot wings. So like the hot sauce was getting to me because it was mixing with the alcohol, which just doesn't really make a good combination. And then so I bought 10 chicken wings. I ate 3, maybe 4 of them. Couldn't eat anymore because I just couldn't do it. And we get back and I threw up said chicken wings. And hot sauce and chicken with alcohol and a variety of alcohol, like all over the board. I was having Jaeger bombs. I was doing buttery nipples, which I'd never had before, which tastes like chocolate milk. You got to try it. It tastes like chocolate milk.
Buttery. Why is it called buttery nipples though? Shouldn't it be called like? I could understand like chocolate nipples maybe.
Yeah,
because like
buttery
nipples. And milk and chocolate. It tastes like chocolate milk.
Yeah.
But
and I had lemon drops. Those were good too. Those taste like lemonade, I guess, or like Warheads almost. They're good. But again, variety of different drinks. And I started the night with a double Jack and Coke. So like I was already fucking up my body with double the amount of Jack in my Coke. So I get back, I throw up the chicken wings, the alcohol, the hot sauce, the everything, all in her driveway. And then I pass out in her car. But I was like half out of her car. So I'm just like slumped over, hanging out of her car. I still had my hand like on the door. I was making sure the door was stayed open. And so she got a picture of that, which I will show now. Be warned.
By the way, I think it's just like the first time I remember the first time I drank, I had Chinese food before I ate.
Yeah.
And then when I was throwing up, I was like, I literally could feel in my mouth the chunks of food like getting caught like in my mouth, and I'd just be like, taking my tongue off the
you're
side
just
of my
like
cheek and then spitting it out. And then I was like, I don't know if somebody asked me or if I was just talking to myself because I was drunk. And I was like, oh, what did I eat today? But I was just like, oh, I had Chinese food. And I was just afraid to eat Chinese food after.
Yeah.
But I eat it now.
So I'm going to, for those of you that don't have a great stomach, maybe don't want to look at this picture. There is some vomit in the lower half. But this is how, so that's me. That's how I fell asleep. And then there's the,
oh my God.
So like, you can see where I ate the chicken wings, and you can see the alcohol that came up. I'm assuming that that's what that is. I'm assuming that's the alcohol and not, because she said that she hosed down like the area, and I'm assuming she got that picture before she started hosing down the driveway.
I would assume, yeah.
But
damn,
yeah. So
it's amazing how like you just wouldn't fall out of that car though.
Honestly, though, yeah, like I should have landed head first in that vom.
But like. Being drunk, sometimes you're just literally everybody's invincible.
Yeah. So that was that, and then she wakes me up somehow, and she gets me to start walking to the house. Now I don't know how I walked because I don't remember this walk from the car to her house. Before we got to the door, I couldn't stand up anymore, so I got back down and I threw up again on her porch. Now she has got these railings on her porch that have the bars. And, and I go, oh, I'm going to fit my head through so I can throw up into the wood chips on the outside so I don't get any on her porch. My head doesn't fit through the bars. So I threw up on her porch. Although in this picture, I don't really think there's any in the shot. So maybe I did end up hitting the wood chips and I just went like through the bars. I'm going to just play the audio from this video.
Yeah, so easy cleanup.
I would have gotten it on the fucking wood chips, but I can't fit my fucking head through the goddamn rails.
Why'd you just say it sound like you were... It sounds like you're casting a spell.
I go, that was so fucking funny. But
It sounds like you're literally
Yeah,
casting
so
somebody.
that's what that's what that was. Again, I just sat there, like that. Um, there's also a video of me throwing up outside of her car. I don't know what this one consists of.
Can we hear the audio of that?
Yeah.
Stop taking a video. Your eyes are so
Was that just
red.
throw up?
No.
Oh. I wonder why.
So like in my opinion, I don't sound that drunk.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you just sound like extra.
Yeah.
You just sound like
No,
you know, but-
no, all those noises you heard was I was spitting and Shannon was laughing.
Oh, I thought a chunk hit the ground.
No.
I legit
No.
felt like someone took a gallon of milk and just started dumping it.
No.
That's what I heard.
But
Ooh.
so that's so after throwing up on her porch, I realized that like I had decided in my drunken state that I couldn't walk to her bedroom. And so I go, okay, the only way I'm getting to your room is crawling. So that's what I did. I crawled.
Army crawling.
Hold on,
there.
let's get this one up. Crawled through her house.
There's a video of me fucking crawling through it. Did I see your fucking morning? I'm gonna kill you. You're taking a video, aren't you? I'm not.
So I turned around to look at her because I knew she was taking a video of me again. And that's the only thing I was aware of the entire time was that she was continuously taking videos of me. And she must have been telling me like I'm taking a video of this or I'm sending this video to somebody. And so then I finally made my way through her house. I have a brush burn on my knee from crawling across her carpet in the bedroom and the floor all the way there. And she told me that I said once I got onto the carpet that I commented on how soft and much better for crawling the carpet was than the tile floor. And I go, well, yeah. So then I crawl through her bedroom. Now Newton has been waiting inside the bedroom basically half the day for me to get back. So he's super excited to see me. I don't even recall him being there. Like I knew that he was, but like I don't recall him like getting out of the bed, coming up to see me. But in this next video, you can already see that he is very eager to see me. I have no interest in him crawling to the bathroom.
Let me in here.
That was me ripping off. I had like 10 glow sticks around my neck. And I go, get these fucking things off me. And Newton, again, super excited to see me. I couldn't pay him any attention. And so I just laid there with the toilet for the rest of the night. Or so I thought. Shannon woke me up at 5 a.m. for my 6:45 shift in her closet, which is right next to her where that toilet is, like the door that I opened. Yeah. So like I must have like decided, okay, I'm not throwing up anymore. And I then crawled to her closet where there was more carpet, and I lied down in there. She woke me up at 5 a.m. and she goes, Joe, are you calling out or are you going to work? And I go, what time is it? She goes, it's 5 a.m. I work in an hour and 45 minutes. I go, I'm getting in the shower. I'm going to work.
Trooper.
Yeah. So I get up and I feel all right. I like hopped up and I was like, all right, I don't feel drunk anymore. I shouldn't have been drunk by that time because I feel like I'd slept for some time. Regardless, I don't feel hungover because I was like, I don't get hangovers. That's something I had told to somebody that was at the party the night before. I go, I don't get hangovers. I'm fine to go to work tomorrow morning. And I get in the shower, feeling all right, take a nice long shower, come out, get my clothes on, boots on, do my hair. I'm like, all right, let's go. Basically by the time I was like getting my boots on, so this was probably 5-10 minutes after I got out of the shower, it hit me like a goddamn brick wall. I was not okay. So to sum up things to this point, this was me at 25 years old experiencing my very first hangover. which is
Yeah.
outrageous because I have been way drunker than that, which is hard to believe as well. But like in college, I would get absolutely obliterated, and I would wake up at like 8 a.m. I'd go get food, and I'd be fine for the rest of the day.
But I also feel like because like in college you'd eat food while you were
I would
you'd probably eat more
yeah,
food.
we would eat like real greasy food right before we went to bed, or like right before we went drinking, or something in the middle of that. So like I feel like what happened this time was a perfect mix of bad things. I didn't eat. I only had 3 wings that I threw up after the bar. I didn't get any fucking sleep that night.
Because in college you're expecting, you know, I'm getting hammered every Saturday night.
Yeah.
Every Saturday night. This one you knew you were going to a bar, but you didn't know people were buying you more than 10 plus shots in that night.
So my one friend who'd gotten there, I was like super. Shannon's like surprised me with this person. I'll leave her nameless for now because just because. But she came to the bar at 9:00. Shannon and I got there at like 7:30. Supposedly, according to this person, when she got there and I said hi and she asked how much I've had to drink, I said, and people around me agreed, that I was around 9 shots, including, or in addition to my Jack and Coke. So like 10 drinks total after an hour and a half at the bar. A couple days later, I had asked people at work what their, like, if anybody knew the tally, and they go, I think you were at 8 by the time like 10:30 rolled around. I go, okay, well, this person said 9 by 9. So how are you saying 8 by 10:30? I go, maybe we all rounded up when she got there because we just didn't really know the number and I had been drinking a lot. So I'm thinking overall, probably the first hour and a half by the time my friend had gotten there, I was at least 6, which is still insane because an hour and a half, small window, 6 drinks, that's a lot of alcohol, even if they are just shots. And it was, so we're thinking upwards of like 12, 13, maybe anywhere to 15 drinks because we don't know how many we had. I know not everybody bought me one, but most people did, and a couple people bought me more than one. So it could be upwards of 15 drinks and my Jack and Coke, which is easily, if I recall, the most I've ever had to drink in one night. But I have been, I guess it's not technically the most. The most I've had to drink in one night is a whole bottle of vodka, which is just a bad night, and that's the most drunk I've ever been.
Yeah, that's the problem with, you know, that's like when I shit on Tyler's floor. I had fucking 5 shots in 1 hour.
Yeah.
And I also had I had 2 rum and cokes too.
Yeah.
So all of that within like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it just adds up, and because like that's the thing is the shots go quickly. That's why I prefer to I'll get like a mixed drink like a Jack and Coke because I can sip on that for an hour, half an hour, or I'll get like a beer and that can last me a while because I don't really like to taste the beer, so I make them last longer. And it also doesn't help that I hadn't been that drunk. I hadn't really been drunk in, I mean, it's got to be like over a year. So like since I've started dating Shannon, I've never been like that, not even close. And since before then, I can't really remember. Like I drank a little bit during quarantine, but like nothing crazy, not to that extent. Not that I couldn't remember what was happening or couldn't control myself. So like all these things just added up to me getting my first hangover at 25 years old. And I went to work for 6.5 hours, got through the day, not well, I might add. I cried throughout the day. Just once, but I cried. And then after work was over, I sat there in the fetal, I was like, I had one knee up and I was just like this in a wheelie chair, just like waiting for it to cool down outside because it was 95 degrees that day. So that also did not help.
Oh man,
it was the worst.
When I went to Letchworth, it was like 80 degrees out.
It fucking sucked. And so like all day long, I just felt like I was going to pass out or throw up or something. And I was trying to give safaris, but I had lost my voice because of how violently I was puking and how tired I was. So I just like had no voice, and I was fucking suffering on my safaris. The poor guest behind me probably thought I was an idiot.
You should have been like, "Hey kids,
Don't
grab
drink.
tonight before work."
So like I sat there after work for like almost 2 hours just waiting for like the wave of like crap to pass so I could walk to my car, because it's a 15-minute walk to my car in the blistering heat in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't do it. And eventually made it, but I like walked, I was like hunched over all day long. The next day, like my back hurt so badly that I couldn't take a deep breath because it felt like I was like pinching a nerve. I was fucked. It was a bad time. So I told myself, and I told multiple people that day, I go, I am no more birthdays. I'm not celebrating anymore. Not drinking like that ever again. And now Tyler's throwing a party while I'm home. So I'm definitely going to get fucked up again.
Well, yeah, I have yet to have a drink with you when I'm 21, like at a bar.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when you came home for Christmas, you had Jack and Coke, or you made the cranberry jacks.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Which I didn't have any of those, but I had a drink. I
Yeah.
think that's when Dan got the sliced apple rum, and I tried
Yes.
that, which wasn't the best, but I still drank it. So yeah, but me and you have yet to have, you and I, whatever it is,
Yeah.
have yet to have a drink at a bar. Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, legally.
Because I was gonna say we went to Potter's the one time for my graduation. After, yeah, either way.
Yeah, we got food at Powders. Yeah,
Yeah, we had food at Potter's. So you were drinking.
I was drinking. I was 21. Yeah.
But I had a couple, like, while you were telling your story, I had like 3 different stories that came to mind.
Oh please,
about
yeah.
drinking.
That's what I've got for the weird weekly story. So take it away, Dave.
So, well, mine are just like little side notes. So when you were saying how you got a brush burn on your knee or something like
Yeah.
that, the one like a couple weeks ago or whenever, it might have been the last time I was in 2 times ago, whatever. I was in Brockport. I don't. They're not on my arm anymore, but I had like one here and one here, a brush burn, because I had fallen on their ground and like in their apartment. And it's just like regular, like it's not carpeted.
Yeah.
You know, and I had just fallen. I fell on the ground, and then I didn't notice like I had. I don't know if I felt it. Like,
Oh,
I
you
probably
never
didn't.
feel
Like,
it when
once
you're
again,
drunk.
right? But I noticed when I was brushing my teeth the next day, like after I had gotten home.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? And just two like scabs right
Yeah.
there. And so I brought that up, and I was like, I don't remember falling on my arm or whatever. And then you were saying, or I said, you're invincible when you're like drunk, like you could. Why did I bring that up? What were you saying about that? Oh, because you were hanging outside the car.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you're just like invincible. Nothing can happen to you when you're drunk. The one time, this isn't me, but some guy was like drunk running on our property.
Here?
And the cops came, and they were on they parked up top. One car might have drove down, but the one guy, he was walking around out there. I was on my dirt bike. I was like, I'm gonna find this guy. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I look in, and I come up to the cop, and I'm like, he's like, so you haven't seen anybody run around here? And I go, no, I've been inside all day, whatever. And he was like, yeah, I mean, he was drunk. He was wobbling around and everything. He was wearing this, and that. I don't know what he was wearing exactly, but he was drunk. He crossed the creek.
Mm-hmm.
And the cop goes, he can't make it far. Like, he's drunk. And then he goes, well, I guess he could make it far if he wanted to, because
he's drunk.
Literally unstoppable.
Yeah,
like
you
just keep going.
You just don't know the pain that you're experiencing. You also don't know like your limitations when you're drunk. So
yeah. So I was like, but I didn't see him at all. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, you can't. You just literally, you can hit a tree.
Yep.
And be like, let's keep going this way.
Yeah. I was
can't go that way. We're gonna go the other way.
I was on another level that night. It was, but also easily one of the best birthdays I've ever had. So like, cheers to 25 because that was awesome.
Yeah, next time you get like that, it's when you're 50.
Yeah.
You
But
just save it for a quarter every hangover, a quarter of a
yeah,
century.
I'm not
or
getting
a
hungover
quarter
again
of a
for a
century.
long time because that was unpleasant. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, like, I swear, as soon as like alcohol tastes my lips, touches my taste, whatever, touches my lips, now I like instantly have to shit.
I didn't even shit the next day. I had no like hangover shits.
Dude, that's impossible.
I don't know. I have no idea how. Everyone like Shannon was mind blown by that too. She goes, "How did you not like have to shit all day?" I go, "I don't know. Like I just never had that problem."
Dude, when I like, so I told you about the one time I told you on this podcast about how I was afraid to open the door the one time in Brockport
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago or
2 weeks ago.
sometime.
It
Yeah,
was 3 weeks ago because the week after that I was there again
yeah.
and woke up. I had the shit. Now I'm walking. I'm fine. I'm fine. As I'm walking, like I could feel this thing. If I loosen my body up at any moment, if my
You were
body
just
goes loose,
tense.
this thing is coming out of me. So I
Oh
was
my
just like
god.
waddling.
Waddling to the bathroom.
Dude, I couldn't get my. Dude, I got into the bathroom. I couldn't get my pants off quick enough.
Yeah, it was
Like literally though. It's not like I couldn't have gotten them off quick enough. Like I literally, it's like I had no pants on and they were gone already. No, it's like I couldn't get them quick enough because I was freaking out on how my poop was gonna come out. So I finally got them off, sat down, boom, done. I was done in 30
Yeah,
seconds.
it just flies out of you.
It just gone. Oh my god! But yeah, I just always have to shit now.
Yeah, I just don't really get that problem. And it's probably because I don't shit a lot to begin with. So like
I'm surprised that wouldn't just clear you out though.
I don't know, my body's just built different, you know?
Built different.
But like I mean
Yeah.
the fact that I never gotten a hangover until now is a miracle in and of itself. Cuz I mean like people are mind blown by that fact every day and now I don't have that fact to brag on anymore. It's like now I have had a hangover and
I wonder if you're just gonna start getting them now.
I hope not. Cuz I'll never drink again if I get hangovers more often. But it was brutal. And that my friend at work the next day, the one who surprised me, she goes, yeah, now that you're 25, like your cells start like dying. You don't generate new cells. And I go, yeah. So like the amount of liver that I killed last night with all that fucking alcohol, I'm not getting that back. I permanently fucked up my body.
The one time I had a party. I think you were in Florida
Yeah.
already. Me and mom was transferring her van over to me on that Saturday or Sunday. No, DMV's not open on Sunday, right? Maybe it
No.
is. No, it's a Saturday. It was a Saturday because we went to the one that's only open on Saturday. Over here. So we go there. Now the DMV, everybody knows the DMV.
Sucks.
It's not a fast moving line.
No,
or
it's not a
anything.
pleasant place to be ever.
Not comfortable chairs or anything. So here I am.
Yeah.
10 o'clock in the morning, whatever. Not feeling too great because I was drinking the night before.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, I can't get comfortable. Finally, after like who knows how long we were there, felt like a million years. On the way home, I'm like, Ma, I'm gonna puke. I feel terrible. Drive faster. She was like, are you serious? Like you might. And she was like, if you feel like you have to, I'll pull over and whatever. I was like, just drive.
Just get there.
Just drive. So I finally get home and nothing happened. I sat on the toilet. Just I was like, what the hell? Because I had the shit or puke. It was one of the two.
Yeah, it was coming out.
I never know which end it's coming out of. It's either his mouth or ass.
God, it's just so not fun. And like,
I wish I had videos of when I was, of all of my drunk moments.
Yeah. It would be cool. Like if you could get like I think from now on, whenever like somebody's throwing a party or like we know somebody's getting fucked up, we're gonna bring like a GoPro, and we're just gonna put the GoPro on that person and see what they see all night long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's definitely a thing I like to do, is having not that I need like the recollection, because like I don't forget every night. I remember the nights, except for the one night when I shouldn't have this floor.
yeah,
I don't remember that.
we will never know that.
We will never know that. But imagine if I had a GoPro
Oh my god,
on
I
my
would
body for
pay
that.
I would pay any amount of money to see that video.
It's like during the middle of the night, you like, because like
The
somehow you
GoPro
tap
just
switch, right? I just like, Tyler either like pushes me off or something, or I fall over, face plant the ground, and you just hear, you know, you just hear just nothing,
yeah.
just mumbo gumbo. Like, oh, that would have been fun.
God.
But yeah, having videos.
It really makes all the difference. Because again, like there's only a few nights that I've ever forgotten. I think maybe counting the chunks of my birth or of that weekend, it's like I think 3 nights.
Delicately using the word chunks.
Yeah. I think maybe 3 nights in total. So like not a lot, but like in general to see like my point of view of that night the next day, even if I do remember everything, like seeing like everything that I saw would be great.
Because I remember, I'll remember the night, but it's like conversations might just be like stuff I said, like I'll be like, oh, I don't remember saying that.
Yeah.
Because it was like a minute out of the whole night.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I remember dancing, I remember singing, blah, 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 but I don't remember saying whatever, like go fall down a well. I don't know. But speaking of legally drinking, our friend William.
Yeah.
He's turning 21 this Sunday.
Oh shit.
Yes. Now, unfortunately, I will not be there.
Yeah.
Because we will be having our own little party at Tyler's house. But I plan on doing a shotgun for him.
Nice.
In honor of the great William. So I'll probably call him at like midnight and be like, go. And then boom.
Yeah,
happy birthday.
It'll be a good one. God.
What are we at?
Can't be long, probably half an hour.
Only 38 minutes?
Yeah. I'm trying to like
38 minutes.
Trying to think of other stuff that I know there has been other stuff this week that happened.
I actually I saw this thing on TikTok that we could possibly do.
Hit me.
It's people reading like Reddit posts.
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking, now since this episode's pretty much about drinking, bad nights of drinking, maybe I'm going to go on Reddit, and I'll just read them.
Yeah, get a couple.
I'll see if I can find some like bad drinking nights or something like that. Bad. So I don't know how to use, honestly, Reddit. Bad drinking nights. If I just type that in.
Oh God, I think I accidentally deleted a note on my iPhone that had all of the podcast stuff on it. Well, that sucks.
What do you mean all the podcast stuff?
I like write down shit for the like that I want to remember for the podcast.
Okay.
And it's gone.
What could I? Okay, this isn't working.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll tell the story of me at the airport today. So I was. Okay,
yeah.
I got to the airport.
Which one? Florida?
Orlando. Yeah, the Orlando airport. I got there. My flight was at 8:25 this morning, and I was like, "Awesome, nice early flight. Get in early. Got a haircut appointment at noon. As you can see, I got the and continue on with my day. I got to the airport, and the second I walked inside, I got an email from Southwest, and it goes, your flight time has changed. And I go, oh, that's not good. And I look, and it had been delayed until 9:50 in the morning. And I go, an hour and 25 minutes? Are you fucking kidding me? I just got here 2 hours before my already current flight time, and now I have to wait an extra hour and a half. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck. There's nothing else I can do. I have to sit here now. So I checked my bag, got it all set. I go, all right, well, I'm gonna get food because I'm starving right now. And so again, it was like 6:45 in the morning, 7:00. I'm gonna go get breakfast. So I went to the food court, and after I went through like security and all this shit, I was like at my gate already. Went up to the food court. They had McDonald's, Chipotle, an Asian place, an Italian place, and Jersey Mike's subs. The line for McDonald's was longer than the line for security. So I was like, fuck that. Also, don't really like McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah, you said that to Dad. I mean, you don't like a McGriddle?
I'll eat a McGriddle sometimes, but like that's more like something I like crave in the middle of the day. I don't really eat it for breakfast.
Yeah, but
Also, it makes my teeth feel weird. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but like the pancake and like something about the pancakes makes my teeth feel weird. Like it leaves it like a weird coating on. I don't like it. I love them, but like I don't like the weird feeling. Anyways, didn't want to wait in line for McDonald's. Chipotle, there was nobody in line, so I was gonna hop in, but I was like, it's 7:00 in the morning. I don't need Chipotle right now. Also, I don't trust airport food as much as I trust a regular fast food place. So like one time I got Panda Express at that same airport, and within 5 minutes of finishing said food, actually I don't even think I finished. I was sprinting to the bathroom, shitting my pants. And it was not a pleasant time. So I go, maybe not Chipotle at 7:00 in the morning right before a flight. So then the Asian place was closed. The Italian place, I looked, and pretty short line, and the food there looked phenomenal. They had eggs, bacon, sausage, toast, pancakes, baked goods, whole variety of things. And then the Jersey Mike's subs also had breakfast sandwiches and breakfast subs. But I was like, I've never had Jersey Mike's. I've heard a lot of good things, but like, I didn't know they made breakfast food, so I'm not going to try it. So I get in line for the Italian place. Lines move in -5 miles an hour. So it's taken 10 years for me to get up to the front. I go, I don't really care. My flight's delayed. I can take as much time as I need. While I'm in line, I make it like halfway through this 10-person line. And I've been in line for like 30 minutes. And I get another email from Southwest. Your flight time has changed. I go, if it gets pushed back even further, I'm going to be pissed. They moved it up an hour. So now it's instead of 8:25 or 9:50, it is now 8:55. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit better. I might get home on time now. I'm like, but now I need this line to hurry the fuck up so I still have time to eat my food. So line finally starts going. This guy gets in line behind me, this old fuck in a white sweater vest, which, like, by the way, who wears a white sweater vest over a white shirt? Like, I just don't get the white on white.
I don't know.
I don't get it. But regardless, fuck that guy. The reason I say fuck that guy is because I was standing roughly 3 to 4 feet behind the person in front of me because, you know, we're in a pandemic. Masks are still required. Social distancing is still required in the airport. So I'm like 3 to 4 feet behind this bitch in front of me. He is literally right fucking here. Like, it was standing next to me at one point. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why is he up my asshole? So I was annoyed. And then I get a little bit closer to the counter. I'm like 3 people away from ordering. And he goes to his wife, who has now showed up. He goes, man, the food organization in this airport, not good. And I think to myself, I go, it's an airport. You're not at fucking, Restaurants Are Us. Like, yeah, like you're not a hoity-toity place where their job is food. Their job here is fly planes, take people, not make food and serve people. So like there was one bitch working the counter at this Italian restaurant. So she would go up, she'd ask for what you want. People don't know what the fuck they want ever. So they're staring at this menu that only had 6 items on it, but they're taking forever to order. So she goes, all right, makes the food. So what she does is she basically asks what they want at the front of the counter, or at the first part of the counter, gets their food ready, some of their food ready, walks down, has them pay, gets all that set, and then she comes back, makes their food, throws it in a little styrofoam container, throws their muffin or their bagel or whatever in a bag, throws a toast in the oven, puts the food in the muffin or the baked good into the microwave to heat it up even more, which like made me a little bit concerned because I was like, microwaved food from the airport, yikes. But like it was being cooked in the back, like I could see them making the food, and it was all on heaters, so I don't know why she had to microwave it. Regardless, so I go, okay, I have to know what I want when I get up there. I look, I go, boom, eggs with toast and bacon, and that's what I got. And the cinnamon roll that you ate. And potatoes also came with it. And I was like, boom, know what I'm getting. Just got to get up there and order. So I get up there and I place my order and I fucking fly back. Okay, so this was not her fault at all. This was everybody else in front. And this motherfucker behind me has the audacity to say, food organization, not good. It's like there's one woman working the whole restaurant at 7 o'clock in the morning with a bunch of fucking idiots who don't know how to order food. Meanwhile, McDonald's over there, which you could have gotten in line for, is flying through their line of 100 because it's McDonald's and they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's like, stop complaining because you're at a fucking airport and the food organization is not good. Like, and why he chose the name, like, he wasn't saying like organization, like as in like a company. He was saying like how they handle taking orders and how they handle getting food out on a timely basis was not good. And it's like, fuck you, dude.
This is a strip of restaurants.
Exactly. Like, this is an airport that they threw some restaurants in to make people not so miserable.
Right.
And
I don't expect to have the best food.
No. And I was very pleased with the food. The food was phenomenal, regardless of if it was microwaved or not. I chowed down on a couple of egg and potato bacon sandwiches. But like this fucking guy, I was so annoyed.
It's like this guy asked his wife and said, "Where do you want to go today for food?"
Yeah.
And she said, "The airport." Yeah, let's go to the airport. Let's check out their line of food.
Their line of fast food restaurants and assortments.
It's like, no, you get off the plane, you're like, oh, I've got 3 hours till my next flight.
I could eat.
I'll grab a bite. I'll grab a bite. You know, I'm no rush.
Yeah.
It's whatever, you know?
And it's like, on top of that, be happy that the Orlando airport is so massive that they have decent restaurants like that. Like, there are some small-ass airports. You got a little fucking corner store, and you're buying a bag of chips and a soda pop. And that's it. Fucking...
Buffalo doesn't have... big ones, do they? Like
Buffalo doesn't have like a McDonald's or like stuff like that. But they do have they have an Anchor bar, so like that's pretty nice.
They do?
Yeah, Buffalo has
airport?
What? Yeah, at the airport.
They have an Anchor bar at the airport?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, they've got an Anchor bar, they got a Tim Hortons, they've got there's one other thing that I can't remember, but yeah, there's some nice.
If that guy next to me, or next to you, I should say, was next to me, and he was like legit standing like that close, I'd been like, "What's up, bro?
Like, are we flying together?
You trying to square off?"
Because I got concerned because he was like really close to me, and I noticed like the white on white action that he's got going on, and so he inched a little bit closer, and I go, "What the fuck?" And like I had my wallet in my back pocket, which I so rarely do now because I got a thinner wallet and I don't really like to have it back there. But I had it back there because I went through security. I just tossed it right back in my back pocket. And I go, is this motherfucker trying to like pickpocket my ass right now? So I like subtly reached back for my wallet and like pulled it out. And like, as I was pulling it out, like felt to make sure all the cards and everything was still in there. And I go, all right, I'm still good. And I just moved it to my front pocket.
Back off,
I'm like, but I was just concerned. Every time I would inch forward, he'd like, right. I'm like, get the fuck back. Like, I swear.
I literally, if not that I care if like, I mean, it's pandemic or not pandemic.
Just don't be on me. I don't want people that close to me ever.
Shoulder. Right.
And it's like, I was very tempted when he was like right fucking here to be like, do you want to go ahead of me? Like, are you in that much of a rush to eat your fucking food?
Yeah. But like, what's your flight time, sir? Oh no, the wife and I just wanted to get some food.
We're just here for
today.
some
No,
food.
no flights.
Yeah.
Okay, then back off.
Yeah, it's breakfast at the airport, lunch at the train station.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Fucking dinner in the fucking subway.
I was
Eating garbage.
so annoyed. And he was pretty quiet the whole time until he was like, food organization here, not good. And I was like,
Not
because it's a
good.
fucking airport, you moron.
Oh yeah.
Old people sometimes just really piss me off.
Yeah.
Got some drunk stories?
I don't know how good these are.
That's fine. Well, yeah, we'll read through, and if they're not good, we can. We can come to an early close here. We're at what, 47 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
51 minutes. Okay.
Let me see if I can. I probably should have pre-read these.
Oh well,
You know,
yeah.
If this was like a thing that I had known we were gonna do, like
Yeah.
find a good one, read it before. Let me just try and. No, that one sounds weird. That one had strip club in it. I don't wanna be reading about that.
Yeah, probably not.
Let me try this one.
Okay.
This one caught my eye because the opening sentence is, "Me and some friends had dressed up as Spice Girls for an event. We were 5, and out of those, we were 5."
What the fuck are you reading about?
5 years old? No, I think it's just like a weird wording. We were 5, and out of those, 3 were guys. So like
There was some group of 5, and out of them 3 were guys, and they dressed up as a Spice Girls.
Spice Girls.
Okay.
So 3 of them were guys. So us guys wore makeup, wig, tights, and so on, fitting each of our characters. We looked like shit. Before leaving the pre-party, I get the brilliant idea to finish the last few drops in my bottle of vodka. No biggie. This turned out to be more than a mouthful, and I ended up taking 4 shots right before leaving the house. Mind you, this was a few hours of pre-partying.
Okay.
So I pre-partied, and it was like, oh, there's only a little bit in the bottle of vodka. Let me down that before we leave.
Yeah.
Turns out to be like 4 shots.
Fuck that.
We hop on our bicycles and head to the club. Bicycles? Who are these people? Head to the club. How I got in is a mystery. Because you're 5 years old?
Yeah, riding bicycles to the bar.
These really sound like they're 5 years old.
Yeah.
Riding bicycles. We were 5. That's where my memory of the night takes a break.
Okay.
But there are lots of photo evidence that I was indeed inside and dancing very slutty. Fast forward some hours, someone is shaking my shoulder as I am sitting outside with my head in my lap. Turns out a couple has found me sitting on my own outside and thinking I was a girl that they'd help me home. They were in for a surprise when I lifted my head. Because it's the dude.
Oh.
Wearing the wig.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, wait, I thought the girl was, okay. Anyhow, since I couldn't say much, they sat me down on the back of the guy's bike and took me to their home where they let me sleep on their couch. That's strange.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. Next day, I wake up with the worst headache, and they explain where I am and how I ended up there. Totally ashamed. I thank them for taking care of me and put my shoes on, thus finding my wardrobe ticket for my coat that I left at the club the night before. I knew I had placed it somewhere smart. So I walk home in a sporty Spice costume and wait for the club to reopen the next night. Monday morning in school was a mix of filled holes in my memory and a lot of shame. Interesting.
Yeah. So let's try and break that down a little bit. This guy
So he
is dressed up as a woman.
Yes.
He goes to the club with his 4 other friends.
Yep.
Already pretty hammered from the pregame.
Indeed.
He gets to the bar. Doesn't remember anything until
already gets to the bar. He's not real. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, don't know what's going on.
Doesn't remember really anything until he is woken up from somebody hey ma'am, are you okay?
Yeah. hey, you look like a young woman. Let me help you because we're two creepy people
Yeah.
who are trying to murder you.
And he woke up, looked, and they go, ah.
They're like, ma'am,
So
are you okay?
and so he goes back to their place.
They're placed on a bike. Again, why does everybody got bikes?
I don't know.
They rode bicycles here, and then they put me on the back. Sat me down on the back of the guy's bike.
Did they
I'm
definitely say
guessing-
bicycles at the beginning?
They definitely said bicycles at the beginning, but then they said sat me down on the back of the guy's bike and took me to their home. So everybody rode bikes here because
I don't know. I don't understand that
How does-
part. Let's skip over the bike part.
yeah,
So he goes essentially unwillingly to these strangers' home,
yeah,
falls asleep on their couch, wakes up, and they explain what happened. They explain that they found him on the sidewalk and took him home to take care of him. Nice, seemed like good Samaritans. He then wakes up. Where did he find the coat check ticket?
he put it in his wait, totally ashamed. I think put in my shoes. Put my shoes on, thus finding my wardrobe ticket for my coat. So he put it in his shoe because he put it in a smart place.
Yeah, put it in his shoe, which means he did not get his coat from the bar when he left, and waited until the next night to go back just to get his coat.
Yeah. I mean, all I'm saying is this guy should not dress up like a girl again.
No, probably not. I mean, you do whatever you want, but you know.
Yeah, I guess, but like, I mean, the club part. I mean, I don't trust clubs. I don't think
Clubs are a risky thing.
Shit goes down.
Yeah, you know, clubs are meant for dancing, and there's also drinking there. As opposed to like a bar, you go to a bar that's meant for drinking. There's also dancing there.
Right. And then like you're dancing, boom, slipped, roofied.
Roofied. He could have been roofied because he looked like a girl. That's a good point.
Could have been he could have been roofied. That's why he sat down, and they thought he was a girl.
Mm-hmm. You think they roofied him?
Could have been. He was roofied by them. They thought he was a girl. They watched him leave, sit down, and they're like, okay, let's go make sure she's okay, and we'll take her home. And they realized it's a guy. They're like,
but we'll still take him home.
Our night's ruined, but let's take him home. We can't get off to killing a woman.
Yeah. Here's what I think could have happened.
That's their sadistic mind right there.
I think I like that story. But I think realistically what had happened was he had, a fuck ton at the pregame, gets to the bar, the club, immediately, the first thing you do when you get to a club is you're like, hey, we got to do a shot now, like while we're good. And then like it'll be a little while before we get to the bar again because we're going to go dance. We're going to meet some people. And then we'll head back to the bar with some ladies, even though we look like ladies. But, to each their own. And so I think that he got there, did, maybe a couple shots right away. You're like, hey, give me one for the round, like 10, 2 for each of us. Like, let's fucking get it going here. And they go 1, 2, bing, bong, boom. Off to the dance floor they go. And now however many shots he had at the pregame, in addition to chugging the last of the vodka, and the 2 shots just hit him like a train.
Yeah.
And his friends, now that's the real question. Where did his friends go?
Right.
Like they just bailed on his ass.
Well,
maybe they thought
maybe
he left first and they didn't even notice him sitting on the sidewalk like a potato. And they were just like,
I'm guessing he kind of just walked out because he was like, I got to get out of there for a second, sitting on the sidewalk.
So maybe they thought he left.
And either they thought he left or they were looking for him inside, but he was actually outside. Then the couple found him, took him home, and then they never found him.
Oh, so you think he may have left before they did, like got taken home by the couple before his friends left?
That could happen too, yeah.
I was imagining it as like the couple found him Like the bar was like closing down, everybody was leaving, and they were like, "Hey, what's this bitch doing?"
Yeah, I was thinking it was during the thing. Like he stepped out
Yeah, it could have been.
for
Jesus.
some air. Because he said, we hopped on our bicycles, headed to the club, bicycles. How I got in is a mystery.
So he doesn't remember getting in, or he's shocked that he got in.
I don't know. That's what I'm confused too. I'm guessing how I got in as a mystery is he's surprised that he was able to like walk through the door on how drunk he was.
Maybe because when you first read through it, I took it as like he couldn't believe that he dressed as a Spice Girl got into the bar.
Yeah, that's true too.
But I think it's more likely like I don't remember walking in, so I don't remember how I got there.
That's where my memory of the night takes a break. As soon as he gets in, how I got in his mystery, boom, right there.
Nothing.
But there are lots of photo evidence that I was indeed inside and dancing very slutty.
What does that mean?
He's grinding.
Okay.
He was grinding on some people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You think he was like really taking in the Spice Girl role and like grinding on some dudes, or?
I think so.
Damn.
Oh, never mind. I thought I read something wrong.
No.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. He didn't give his name, did he?
No.
I was gonna say, let's get that guy on the podcast. Let's talk to him about what happened that night.
Let's see those photos.
My God.
Let's see the photos. Yeah, maybe I'll.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll find one next week and I'll pre-read either a drinking one or anything because the one I saw on TikTok was like a should I be mad about this?
Yeah.
So a question one where we can answer it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll find that one.
That's like one of my biggest fears, which like I don't really have anymore because like I don't go out that often. But like when I was in college, one of my biggest fears when going out drinking with friends was like, what if they leave before I do? Or what if I somehow wander out before they do? And like, we just get separated. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. But like, I shouldn't have been that scared because like, I always knew the way back to the dorms. Or I always knew the way back to my house.
I would worry about that if I went out in like Brockport and I don't have like a key to get in.
That would be
these
scary.
places.
Yeah.
Now, as long as I have my phone on me, I'm fine. Because if I can get to the building,
then you're good.
Like I'd be better. You know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Like that, I'd be fine with that.
But like, God forbid you go out and you lose your phone one night and you lose your friends.
Yeah, that'd be bad. But I don't think I'd ever get that far because like my phone's just usually just in my pocket.
Yeah, it's usually glued to me.
Yeah.
Wild times. All right, well, let's trivia it up. I'm still trying to figure out what happened to my note. I just don't understand where it disappeared to.
Pick a number.
25.
6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 25. Science. In what lunar phase is the moon when it is 3/4 full? Three-quarters full. I'm gonna say.
I think this is right. I'm locked in.
Oops. Let me use this.
Not confident.
Lunar phase is the moon when it is 3/4 full. I believe. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
What'd you put?
I said waxing crescent.
I also said waxing crescent.
I had to draw it because waning.
Waning is when it's 3/4 empty.
It's the other way. It's the other way.
Gibbous.
What? Me?
What the fuck is that?
Well, either way. I mean, even if we were both right.
Look up the phases of the moon. Moon phases.
Phases. Here, this will probably do it. Waning gibbet. Oh yeah, it is gibbet.
Fuck.
Waxing crescent is 3/4. It's going this way.
Yeah.
Waning crescent
So-
is that way.
We
I
had
remember that now.
gibbous
We had
would
the
have been
waxing.
gibbous would have been fine for both, whether we said waning or waxing, because technically
Yeah,
they're
it's
both
3/4
3/4
full
full.
on either side. So there's a
Well,
gibbous and a crescent.
yeah,
Crescent is the small one. Gibbous is the fat.
the fat one,
Crescent is light. It's light thin. Gibbous is fat light.
fat light.
You know what I'm trying Okay. Well,
So
another one
another one. I was gonna say point each.
or point each because we got. Yeah, I'll take a point.
Point. Yeah, let's give a point each. We were both right on the same thing. We at least we had an actual phase of the moon.
Yeah. We didn't say like, fucking 3/4 moon.
3/4.
Three-quarters
So
full is
after
like
3
this.
weeks, you are at 3. I am at 3.
Beautiful.
We are all tied up.
All tied here in the third, and here we go into the next week. Blah 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 blah. Let me unshare my shit.
Awesome, Dave. Where can the people find you?
Underscore David Sharkey underscore is my Instagram. If there's anything else you want to follow me on, it's probably in my bio, so go check it out. Eat of the week. Roast beef. Not tonight's roast beef, but roast beef I had like 3 nights ago or whatever it was.
Yeah.
We'll say actually, you know what? I bought a Subway sub like yesterday before work because I didn't eat dinner, so I got a chicken bacon ranch
Nice.
sub. So that was pretty good actually. Cucumber, spinach, lettuce, mayo, chicken bacon, or not
Ranch.
mayo, ranch. On an Italian. Yeah, ate half, saved it, ate the other half for a snack, and yeah, it was very delicious. Cucumber
good.
really hit the spot. I really like. Hey, by the way, spinach. How do you say that?
Spinach. Yeah, I say it SPINNAGE.
Or
What?
oh, you spelled it. I spelled the AG in my head first, but then I was like, oh, maybe it's spelled like fridge.
IDGE. Yeah.
Fridge. IDGE. But then I look, but obviously spelled spinach.
Spinach. Yeah.
So how do we pronounce it? Is it actually spinach?
I think people say spinach. Spinach.
I think they do.
I say
think that's-
spinach
no,
because fuck
spinach.
those people. Spinach.
But yeah, spinach is very good though.
I'm not a
Spinach
fan.
is good.
But what else is new, honestly? So,
Yes.
yeah. You can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography. I'm gonna get some pictures uploaded if my computer decides to start running properly again. I'm gonna get some pictures uploaded from the Kennedy Space Center. I got some really awesome shots of some rockets out there. You can follow me on my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Joe Sharky. My eat of the week is after Kennedy Space Center last week for my birthday. We went to, because we were right on the coast, we went to a seafood restaurant that was very popular, had 4 stars on Apple Maps. So we went there. I don't remember what it was called. Regardless, I got a I think I got mahi mahi.
Mahi.
And it was fresh caught, fucking delicious, absolutely fantastic.
What is mahi?
It's a big fish.
Oh.
And Shannon got a mahi sandwich. And that was also very good.
Guys, listen, it's 2021. It's mashi and mahi.
It's mave.
Mave. Sorry, it's mave sandwich.
But it was so good. And again, I wish I could remember the name of the restaurant, but absolutely phenomenal. They are like known for their shark kebabs. But their
Ooh.
shark kebabs are like essentially like first come, first serve. So if they run out of them for the day, they're out of them. So the waiter will always come up and like tell you like the fresh, like the catches of the day, some recommendations, and they go, and our waiter came up and was like, also, we're out of shark kebabs. And I was like, fuck, I really wanted to try that because I've never had shark and I wanted to try it.
That sounds nasty though.
I don't know. It's just a big fish.
Yeah, but it's...
I don't know. Regardless,
yeah.
the mahi was delicious. So that was good. And it came with, I had it with rice and vegetables, I think, steamed vegetables. Fantastic. That's it for me. As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSGPOD. You can watch clips from the from each episode on my TikTok, which is at Joe Sharkey. I think it's just my name. You can also see them on my Instagram story and Facebook if you're friends with me on Facebook. If you're coming from TikTok, thank you so much for joining us here. Make sure you subscribe. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Shuffle Podcast. You can also subscribe and follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you find your podcast audibly, all The Shuffle Podcast. Again, make sure you are subscribing by clicking that red button. And Dave...
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell. So that way you get those notifications for whenever we post a new episode every Friday at 10 a.m. or around that time. And you can also get those notifications for whenever we got some cool shit coming out, like potentially some merch if we get more followers, more giveaways, if we get more subscribers. It's all up to you guys, really. We got stuff to give away. We're ready to do it. You just need to subscribe.
If you want it, we got it.
Yeah, we got it all.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll get there. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with me back in Florida, and hopefully a guest. Again, I got a bunch of people lined up, like I said last week. It's just a matter of like making sure they have availability on Thursdays. So catch you guys next week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Bye bye, everyone.
I'll see you later.